App Event. In this video, we are going to take a look at App Event and we will understand the business requirement. The business requirement is one such component is going to be there. By changing from normal to over to normal, normal to under, as of now, it is displaying volunteers. But now it has to display two different lists, like the list of seminars for that category and secondly, the list of health tips for that category. Then by clicking the provided URL, I have provided you one installation URL. You are going to click on that and installing the necessary components. Well, what's an application events follow a traditional publish, subscribe. Okay, an application event is fired from an instance of component. Already we have seen, like custom component event. All components who are having handlers for that event will be notified. For example, here you see component A is firing application event. So the entire framework is having some components. Out of component B and component D are having the handlers for that event. The business requirement for me, because seeing is understanding, seeing is believing. Let us see what we are going to achieve with this app event, a demonstration. Okay, this is not a perfect final shape. I have kept some balance work for you. If I show you completely, so nothing is there to do. You have to understand, you have to practice on your own, you have to receive some errors and you have to resolve on your own. Then I can say it is a perfect learning. Okay, here you have health tips part, seminars part. Okay, this is such only for health tips, this such is only for seminars. Okay, as independent components they are fine. That is not what I want. Here you see all seminars are there. I am going to have a such component. By changing from one value to another value, these health tips should be updated with the seminars of that category as well as seminars. Good. Come here, the seminars of normal weight. Then come overweight, the seminars of overweight. Automatically here, right. Coming to the health tips, I have not handled this app event and updated this health tips list wantedly, deliberately. Good. The finally, what we are going to achieve by changing the value from here, normal to something, the seminars of normal weight, the health tips of normal weight. Underweight, the seminars of underweight, the health tips of underweight. At the same time, you are understanding that server-side response status message spinner, waiting event. Okay, good. What I have done for you, I have provided installation URL. By clicking on that single click, you are going to install the necessary custom objects, the server-side classes, two classes for two searches, health tips search, then seminars search, data loading class to have some sample data. Whatever I have shown you, the same data you are going to get on your organization. Then lightning components. Then after installing this, let's create tabs for both the objects, health tip object and seminars object, so that you can see in your lightning experience apps. Then let's have a single line of code to load that sample data. Finally, we will test our search component, that search bar component, the seminar list component and the health tip list component. So click on the link. So before install, let me show you what are the components that are going to be installed. Two custom objects, seminar _c, health tip _c. Then fields, custom fields for objects. Then coding part, I have search health tips controller, where I have aura enabled method, search seminars controller, aura enabled method to search seminars. Then load sample data, which is having a static method to load the data. So in the developer console, by running small code, we are going to install our test class, because for your deployment this is needed. I have provided test controller also. Then come component bundles, lightning component bundles, a search bar component. Good. Then seminars list. Within the seminars, you have nested seminar card. Then health tip list. Within that you have used card component. Then to test all these things, the final application, seminars and health tips search application, right? So we are going to use these components and make necessary changes as of our requirement. As of now, they are separate components. There is no app event, no firing, no handling. Okay, then click install. Done. Go to the object manager. You see, yes, seminar _c, right? Then health tip _c. Good. So let me also check under the platform tools, custom code, what are the Apex classes installed. Search health tips controller, then search seminars controller, then load sample data. Well, so in this load sample data, you have a static method called load sample data, where you are adding some sample data. And this is such health tips controller. You have aura enabled method, return all health tips. So after this, we are going to use init event. Sorry, we have already used this init event on this search component, on this lightning component, right? So we will see in the lightning component, I have used init event where I have displayed all health tips by limiting 10, as well as another aura enabled method, return health tips by category, which is expecting a parameter category, and the socle is where category is so and so. Same thing for health tips search controller. The same thing for search seminars controller. Return all seminars. So in the init event, I am going to display these things. Then when the user changes category to category, he is going to return where category _c is this much. Good. Let's also see the lightning components. So seminar list along with seminar card, health tip list along with health tip card, then search bar component, then seminars and health tips app. I have commented this search bar component. I'm having two things, health tip list, seminar list. These are separated components working fine in individual capacity. Let's see the preview. All health tips, all seminars. The data is not there because I have not loaded the data. So these are the lightning components installed with the installation URL. Good. What next? Let's create the tabs for these objects. Some appropriate seminar. We haven't had any custom lightning app because I have explained it in my basic tutorials like Salesforce Lightning recipes, then hands-on Salesforce Lightning development, the two basic tutorials. So you can see. So for that reason, here I have completely omitted the point and click part. I am focusing more on custom components, that is programming. One more tab for health tip. So take any appropriate tab style. Some health related. You are already using on volunteers. Anything. Okay. Tabs are there. Seminars, then health tips. No data. Just you have installed objects, but no data is there. We will use single line of code and load the data. So I have had one list view also, health tips, right? No list. Then come, okay, no data. Let's use one line, that is a static method in load sample data class. We are going to load the data. Come here. So you are on seminars, refresh the list. You got this much information. And come health tips. So these are the records available for me. Okay, good. Next, let's test search component, seminar list component, health tip list component. So let me open the app, the final shape app. So let me open the app. So I have commented search bar component and I have health tip list, seminar list. What you find, all health tips. How it has happened when the page is loaded. Init event at the time of initialization. Init event has displayed all health tips, all seminars. Good. What other things you have? Like your overweight category, your underweight category, normal weight category. For health tips also, overweight health tips, underweight health tips, normal weight health tips. Good. Then you have place to change, normal weight. You see here, health tips for normal weight. You are updating one markup. And normal weight category. Underweight. Health tips for underweight. Underweight. Overweight. Health tips for overweight. Overweight category, overweight category. At the same time, we're also having button. What is this? This is a card component, right? Card component. In that card component, you are having the heading line along with your icon. This is nothing but SLDS icon only. I will show you this code also. Then action button. Once you click share, you see some message I have given. Great job. You have shared this tip with your contacts, something. So once you click like new button, edit button, like that one action. So I have provided a small alert message. Coming to seminars list, let's check this one also. Change to normal weight. You are going to normal weight and normal weight by Dr. Evan. Dr. E. Evan. Timing is Friday 9 p.m. Wednesday 7 p.m. Underweight seminars. Seminars on underweight. Dr. B. So and so time. Dr. C. Chris. So and so time. Good. And one more also I wanted to show you. No category selected. The list is null and error message is thrown here also. Good. Okay. What next? Let's go to its card component and what the logic is. Health tip list or seminar list. You see, he is using handler init. With this init, go to the init, do init, going to helper. In the helper, he is updating the output text, all seminars. Then server side controller is having written all seminars and updating. Good. Once he has selected anything, search seminars helper coming from controller search seminars. In the component, when the user changed the value, the change event got fired and it is displaying. Means updating the seminars, the list of seminar _c array. Well, in the iteration component, I have used a card component, seminar card. The seminar card is having single seminar type, and this is all Salesforce Lightning Design System card component. I had some title. The title is some seminar name. Then actions, I have given lightning button, Once you click do enroll, go to the control. In the controller, I have do enroll, some alert, small alert message. So we can have our own logic there. Then appropriately, so I have provided whatever the information needed over there. The venue, the doctor, means the speaker, etc. The same thing for health tip list, health tip card also. What I will do, now I need to have a search bar component. Save and update. At the top I am having a search bar component. This is a search bar component. So, okay, itself is having logic. Good. What next? I don't need this search markup, and I don't need search markup here also in seminars list and health tips list. This unconnected, unassociated, decoupled component is changing its value from one to another. These two different components should handle it. Now I need app event, the application level event. Okay, so I have clicked and installed and confirmed what is installed over there, then created the tabs and loaded the data and tested everything. What next? Immediately let me have an app event created. Let's see how to create an app event in the next video.